What's up, guys? We're at the Printing United Trade Show. I'm Ryan with Texsource. We're here with Andrew at PMI.
Yep.
Longtime friends of Texsource.
Yeah.
Very long.
Yeah. Go way back.
Great partnership with these guys for, I don't know how long, with 20-something years, maybe. I'll let Andrew take it over.
Yeah,
Just
for sure.
Show your booth. And
Yeah,
talk
so
about
we
what
brought our big roll of tape, so it says what we do. And figure I'll kind of show you the different products that we have. We try to keep it simple and really only have 4 different tapes to kind of talk about. So first we'll cover the screen tapes. This is our main product, our split tape, and it's been around for about 30 years. What makes it different, it's not sticky in the blue parts, but is sticky in the white.
What every screen printer needs.
Yeah,
they need split tape.
it is the bread and butter
Yes.
of the tapes that we offer, for
Yep.
sure. But the whole thought behind it, tape tends to really stick more to the metal frame than it does the softer mesh. And with the standard tape, the problem with that, when you go to remove it, it'll tend to break off into little pieces and leave
Yep.
residue and kind of makes cleanup a hassle. So with the split tape, the blue non-sticky part goes up against the frame, gives it just enough tack to hold it in place and more tack against the mesh where you need it. So whether you're doing an automatic
Yep.
or a manual, squeegee can go over the tape and it won't lift up or anything. So then when you go to remove the tape, no matter how long you leave it down, it'll always peel off cleanly and never leave any sort of mess.
Hey,
One piece. But yeah, so we've got our split tape as our main product. Then we've got the full adhesive tape. Same thing as the split tape, just sticky everywhere. And a lot of people use that to kind of tape further around an image. Like if you've got a long run of like 10,000 pieces and you're worried about pinholes forming in the emulsion, you can kind of tape around your image as insurance just to prevent any pinholes from forming.
on screen, you can
You
put
got it.
that tape on the actually on the image.
Yeah,
A lot
yeah.
of tapes will leave residue in the image. That's pretty.
Totally. Yep. So you can use this to block over the image that you don't want to print. And then when you're ready to print it, the nice thing is it'll peel off, won't clog the pores of the mesh.
And it will not get stuck on the squeegee when you're pulling the squeegee on.
Totally.
Honestly, I never knew about that part. Honestly, I didn't know.
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
Putting it on the image, so.
Yeah, putting it on the image. And then you guys have this one, it's the quick rip tape.
This is my favorite tape.
It's hand terrible. People love this. You can keep a roll by the press and use it to quickly break off a piece to block out pinholes and registration marks. Or like you were saying, if you wanted to block out an image, you can do that on the garment side of the mesh.
Yeah.
And then just like the other tapes, it'll never leave residue and clog the pores of your mesh. It just peels right off. Has this blue area that's not sticky, so it allows you to pull the tape right off. So yeah, so then the last tape that we have is our dual tack palette tape. This is a newer one. It's kind of fun. It's the same, it goes on like a regular paper palette tape, but the cool part is when you're ready to print, you remove the paper liner and it's sticky.
Oh yeah.
So you don't have to apply adhesive to get the shirts to stick.
Keep your shop clean, no spray tacks, no clouds of lint on your floor.
Exactly.
Use a dual tack palette tape.
Yeah, and a lot of the bigger shops like it because it's consistent every time.
Yep.
You don't get some guy that's putting down too much adhesive or someone that's putting down too little.
Consistent, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's less skill involved because it's the same tack every time. And the cool part about this, everyone's first question is how long does it last? Because lint starts to build up on it. So instead of reapplying more and more adhesive every time lint builds up, I'll show you how this works. So when lint starts to kind of build up on the tape, usually after a couple hundred prints, it'll start to lose tack. You can take just water and a sponge and the lint will just wipe right off. And then once it's dry, it goes right back to sticky again.
Yep.
And you can put it under the flash to dry it right away, or in a minute or two, it'll evaporate. And one piece, we usually hear lasts for a few thousand prints before you have to pull it off and replace it.
And actually, we have a lot of screen printers who will use this for hoodies as well. Now, I know hoodies have a lot of lint on the inside.
Yep.
On that first when you first put the hoodie on the dual tack, it's really sticky, but once you start moving, the hoodies work really well with the dual tack content.
Yeah, they definitely do.
So,
yeah.
Thank you guys. Thank you, PMI,
thank
as
you, Ryan.
always. Great friends of us.
Yeah. So good to see you.
Absolutely. Thanks.
Yeah.